Sentai Dairanger!
Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my Gosei Sentai Dairanger episode commentary and reviews. This time it's episode 20, first opening of the Gorma Palace. And remember, if you do like what you see, please remember to like and subscribe and maybe even drop a comment. It just means a lot on a small channel like this. Anyway, let's get into the episode. The episode opens with the Rangers comforting Ku, saying they will find his friend, but he's still upset by her mother and says maybe he's the same, and his mum doesn't care for him. As Shoji calls him a fool, saying his mum would cry to hear him talking like that, before Ku runs away as Master Kaku watches him. Elsewhere, the Triumvirate are being shouted at by the Shogun Gorma, saying they are fools who don't know their place, as bells are rung around them. The Shogun continues to berate them as Shadam grabs his knife, pulling it just as a gong sounds, and a flying orb enters the Gorma Palace, and it's announced Gorma 15 is on his way. As Shadam and the Shogun both don masks and stand on pillars, before facing their leader, who awakens before them. As he turns to face them, he throws a pinwheel at the Shogun, who asks if it means he's been entrusted, as he turns to Shadam, who starts laughing before holding up an orb of prophecy that shows the 5 Kiden beasts and a 6th that will soon appear, as he asks to be allowed to handle it. As the Gorma leader approaches and taking the pinwheel from the Shogun, gives it to Shadam, telling him to do a proper job. Elsewhere, Ku is watching ducks on a lake as he's approached by Master Kaku, who greets him as the Kiba Ranger, having sensed his ki power. Byaku speaks with Master Kaku, saying he wants his identity kept secret for now, due to the 6th Kiden beast. Outside a monastery, the Triumvirates are toasting the operation, as Shadam is cut by something flying past his face, as Akumaru appears with his 2 priestesses, saying he will keep doing things his way, and will refuse any orders from his father before walking away. Ku is ringing the bell at Kasumi's place when a mailman hands him a note, saying if he wants to see her again, go to the 3rd warehouse in Yokohama. As he throws the note down and races off. Arriving at the warehouse, he finds Kasumi and rushes in, untying her and leading her out of the warehouse. Outside is her mother, who says she's only there to say goodbye, being sick of living with Kasumi and she can't help hating her, a bit like Ku's mum, before getting in the car and driving away. As Ku clenches his fist in anger, and his tiger burn starts to glow, and as he says it's the same with his mum, the glow from his burn spreads across his body before dissipating. Before he remembers Shoji's words and cries out as he remembers the good times with his mum, before his whole body glows, and he calls that they are not the same. To which Shoji agrees, and turning, the kids see the Dairangers dragging Kasumi's mum, saying she is actually a Gorma, at which point she runs off before turning into Lady Necklace. The Dairangers transform to fight as Ku leads Kasumi away, telling her it wasn't her real mum, before Kasumi starts laughing, before turning into Akumaru, laughing how he fooled Ku, who, fueled by his rage, starts to beat Akumaru, before being stopped by Lady Ring, allowing Akumaru to escape. Ku transforms and the pair fight, and as Ku jumps to cut off Akumaru's escape, he attacks the boy as Shadam attacks the pair of them. As Akumaru asks his father why, Lady Ring helps them away. As Kiba Ranger and Shadam begin to fight, with Kiba Ranger using a Yamabiko police squad attack, causing 3 police to shoot at Shadam, causing him great pain from the noise before he retreats. Elsewhere, the Rangers fire their Dairinken at Lady Necklace, who uses an enlargement bomb to grow. As the Rangers summon their Kiden beast, quickly forming Dairano. The 2 giants clash before standing off, each armed with a sword before clashing again, and Dairano gaining the upper hand before finishing her off. Later, the Rangers are with Ku as he looks out over the water, and as Shoji walks up to him. Elsewhere, something is causing earthquakes and explosions as the episode ends. Okay, I mean, you got a feel for Ku in this one. You know, with all the manipulation, trying to get him to hate his mum and all the rest of it, really got to feel sorry for the poor kid in this one. You know, and also like his rage when he finds out everything that Akumaru's been doing to him, and where he just starts beating on Akumaru. That's kind of believable. Yeah, I'd believe that if I was watching that and I knew what had been going on. Yeah, I felt that. But yeah, we also get a look at Gorma the 15th, the leader of the Gorma, as well as the Gorma's love of bells in their ceremony, like bells and banging, and also Shaddam suddenly pulling out this orb of prophecy. And it's kind of weird because you've got stylized drawings of the first 5 Kiden beasts, and then this 6th one pops up, and it's a side-on schematic view with the information above the top of of the 6th one. They're going, I wonder what it's going to look like. Have you tried looking at the picture? It's like, what the hell? You've literally got a better picture of it because it's a side-on schematic style view than you've got the other ones, which are these like really fancy swirly drawings. So yeah, that kind of made me chuckle a little bit. The tiger burn on Ku's arm. It glows when he's feeling the hatred, and of course they need the hatred to make him a Gorma. So I'm wondering, is this burning off his hatred? This tiger burn is burning the hatred, because you see it like covering him and then going off. So it seems to be a protection for him, which is pretty cool. You know, his mum had to hurt him with the burn, which is what he like remembers of his mum. But it's a protection. She can't be with him, but she can still protect him, which is pretty cool. You know, I like that. Dairanger can badly hurt Lady Necklace, like those throwing discs. But unlike Kabuki Boy, none of them was stuck in her. She got hit by them, but none of them was stuck in her face, like with Kabuki Boy. And also, I noticed, I had to go back and double check this, but this is the first mech fight we've had since episode 17. It's taken 3 episodes, so we've had 18, 19, and now 20. We've finally got like a mecha battle, and I timed it. It lasts a whole 50 seconds. Three episodes to get a giant monster fight, and it lasts less than a minute. Come on, this is why we watch. I mean, when I was a kid, this is why I watched it. I mean, the story's good and all the rest of it, but I do still like the mecha. You know, there's a reason I've always got one next to me in these videos. There's a reason I'm spending ridiculous amounts of money to build that. Which, because I'm recording this in advance, hopefully by the time this episode airs, he will actually be complete. Because at the moment, I've got one leg. I just need to attach this leg with a piece that goes here, and then build the other leg. That will then be done, along with the cannons and the sword. So hopefully by the time this airs, yeah, it'll all be done. I mean, also I've got QMA changer there. If anyone's actually noticed that in the last couple of videos, that's there. But I love the mecha. I love the giant fights. I love the way that everything comes. I mean, Daijujin is like my favourite for it. You've got the 5 dinosaurs. Not that they were all dinosaurs, but they all come together and they're hidden so well. Like, the Pteranodon is the shield. The T-Rex is completely hidden. Just with the tail up the back. The Mastodon, you've got the feet at the back. The head's the shield. But they're not using the shield. You've just got the shoulders and the arms. You can't tell except for the feet. Obviously, Triceratops and Saber Tiger are the most obvious. But it all combines. Even this. I mean, this is a 3-part one. Obviously, 4 with the pterodactyl or pteranodon or whatever it is on the back. It's been a while since I've watched Kyoryuger. But I love these big multi-zord combination scenes come to, and then seeing them fight the like monsters. I mean, it's like if Godzilla actually had Pacific Rim-ified. You know, the Pacific Rim, they're not the best films, but you had the Jaegers and the whatever. It's been so long since I've seen those films. I need to watch them again. I think I've got the first one somewhere. Maybe. Possibly. But yeah, it's the Jaegers and like the Titans or whatever they call the monsters. It's just big monster fights. And yeah, that's what I want to see. I don't watch Pacific Rim or Pacific Rim Rising or Uprising, whatever it was, for the story, because the story was terrible. But the fights were fun. That's what I liked. And it's the same with Sentai. As much as the stories are good and, well, for a kids show, I just want the fights. I love the big mechas things. Obviously, you know, it's the money, but I just love how it's like, especially with Sentai, when it's all miniature work and models and peak guys in suits. Same as the classic Godzillas. I just love the tokusatsu of it, the special effects. So, yeah, I'd like more of them. And enough of me going off on a tangent. It's time for Power Rangers. And, yeah, we got some footage of Lady Ring. That's it. It's used in, again, White Light, episodes 1 and 2. Season 2, episodes 17 and 18. That's it for Power Rangers. Because they use these monsters, the 3 priestesses from Hell, as I think they were called, you know, they can't keep using them over and over again in Power Rangers. So these several episodes, they could only use them in a little bit Power Rangers. However, any Kiva Ranger footage where he's on his own or fighting a particular monster week, that they can use. So anyway, that was it for episode 20. Next week it's 21 and the birth of a mythical key beast. I'll see you then.